Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, all the valued viewers to JimboVR. Today we're going to be doing a story where we are doing an anti-ship strike, a couple of GBU 24s, and some GBU 10s, GBU 16s, along with the lantern targeting pod. So without any more delay, let's go ahead and get into it. As our deck crew go ahead and guides us in, we're going to pay attention to their instruction here. It says to extend the wings, move a little bit more forward. This is to hold, so I'm going to hold here. I'm going to turn on my ECM, VDI landing mode, VDI display mode, HUD AWL mode, switch to landing mode, and switch the TACAN on. He indicates that he needs me to kneel down and lower my launch bar, so I went ahead and did that. Shooter is now indicating that I have to move forward a little bit. So I'm going to give it a little more throttle. It's telling me to hold, so I'll hold it here. We're going to put our flaps down. And we're going to salute for takeoff. Here we go. A little bit of a rusty takeoff, but gears coming up. Things are looking okay. Flaps are coming up. We have positive climb. Now I'm going to go ahead and request some close air support for this sortie, or actually some close air patrol, to make sure that there's no air-to-air interference. I'm going to go ahead and tell the jester to make sure that the laser pod is the sensor of interest for targeting. So we're going to go to air-to-ground weapons. We're going to switch to the lantern. I'm going to select the ordnance for the GBU-12, and we'll switch to air-to-ground mode. Got master arm on, the missile prep is on, and the sidewinder cooling is on. You can indicate that we're in air-to-ground mode by the ORD and the azimuth steering line on the heads-up display. ORD standing for ordnance. And here in the center display, I can see that the targeting pod is starting to warm up. Alright, so we've got the laser pod ready to go. For whatever reason, I'm not hearing any of Jester's callouts. Normally he would be speaking to me way more often right now. Well, in any event, we're still gonna be able to get the sortie done. So we're gonna go ahead and start flying a little bit to our west because there's gonna be an enemy helicopter approaching, which will be attacking one of the friendly air bases that we've got there. It will actually be the air base of Paphos will be attacked shortly. So we need to make sure to give them some close air patrol. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and set my ToughRam. Oh, now we've got Jester's audio working. So we're gonna set the ToughRam now to the ship. So whenever I need to return after the sortie, it's already gonna be.
You bet.
Alright, fantastic. Now I've got Jester talking. I'm just gonna go around from left to right, make sure I don't need anything, get my oxygen on, my auto, the AFCS, flight control stabilizers on. Nothing in the warning light systems, all the lights are on. We're gonna go ahead and turn the master lighting off for combat, and we'll turn it back on for landing. We've got the master arm on. Missile prep on, we've got hot trigger, everything's looking good, everything's looking ready to go. So what we're going to do is go to head control, go to direct head control, and we're going to center this red dot in the very middle of this wide red circle. And then we'll press the Rio interface button, and now, wherever I want him to look with the targeting pod, I'll just press Q eyeballs, and I can look around and then press the interface button, and then he will target the targeting pod exactly where I just looked. Then I can designate him to find a target depending on what type of target it is, whether it's a SAM, a ship, an air-to-air, or a AAA, an armored target, things like that. Or I can have him search for any target as well. And that'll demonstrate soon in the sortie after I eradicate the helicopter that's going for the Paphos airfield. So for right now, we're just going to go ahead and keep egressing toward that airfield. And soon enough, we'll have an engagement with the helicopter. Right here, as you can see, the helicopter's just taken off. Pretty low. And we're going to try to make it interesting. We're going to try to make it so I don't use any of the satellite imagery or F10 during this sortie. Up until now, obviously, because I just used it. For the rest of it, I won't be using any more of the F10 map. Hopefully I'll find the targets. I don't know. We'll see. I think over there is another Allied airfield. That's not the one that I need to go for. I need to be going a little bit further. So let me go ahead and keep proceeding. About heading 250. Following along the coast. And then I'll head up north toward that estuary where the smoke is emerging from the water. into it here. We got the TACAN set, indicates the range from our ship, which is 61 miles, 62 miles, 62.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 63 miles. So that helps determine which direction to go and how far away it is. And the direction is determined by this little triangle on the bottom of the heading there. Your HSI. So we're gonna go ahead and fly along here until I can actually see the airfield. We're not in burners, so we're saving fuel. We got our wings fully swept. It's going pretty fast, about 500 knots. I think I might have visual on the airfield. Let me see here. Oh, it's not an airfield. Okay. We're just flying along 15,000 feet. And once we get to the airfield, we're going to go ahead and start egressing north toward the ships that we want to destroy, as well as the helicopter.
Looks like there's dirt at 7 o'clock. And dirt 2 o'clock.
Alright, we got there at 2 o'clock. I'm not see. Oh yeah, those are just the ships and some of the SAM sites that are over there. Meanwhile, we're going to keep flying along the coast, keeping the coast on our left-hand side to make sure that we're over the land at all times. Alright, I see the Pavos airfield. I've got visual on it. Now, from here, I'm going to start slightly egressing to the north, trying to find the helicopter flying low altitude. I'm going to switch to air-to-air mode. I'm going to pull out my Phoenix. And I'm going to try to get the Jester to find me a target. See if we can lock onto the helicopter. Alright, valued viewers, see if you can help me find this helicopter. We want to destroy it before it gets anywhere near that airfield. Took off from the ships that's shooting off the smoke straight in front of us. So it's got to be somewhere along here. I think I might have visual.
I've got some dirt on the nose. Mud, 12 o'clock. Alright, those are some nails, 2 o'clock.
There's the Sam's locking me.
Singer, 12 o'clock. Here we go. Yo, sync rate is too high. Bandit, right, 6 o'clock. 1 mile. Splash.
We got the helicopter. Splash that helicopter. We're trying to stay low to avoid those SAMs. Pop some flares back there. I think we might have avoided the SAMs. Alright, so we got the helicopter well before it got near the airfield. We're going to switch it down to air-to-ground mode. Switch my VDI back to the targeting pod. Switch the HSD back to the compass. Start gaining some altitude now. Because we want to be a pretty decent height, at least 15,000 feet. If we're attacking these ships here. Now we're going to switch to Q eyeballs, as I mentioned earlier, and as you can see, I have this little red dot. Wherever I look around, this red dot is going to indicate exactly where the targeting pod's going to look. So for this particular instance, I want the targeting pod to look right where that plume of smoke is emerging from the water. So center that plume of smoke in the middle of that circle. Press the interface button, and we're just going to wait a second till the Rio is able to slew the targeting pod onto that area. Meanwhile, we're just going to orbit that area so it's got a clear view of it.
Oh, I got dirt at 2 o'clock.
Alright, so you can see it on the targeting pod there. He's looking at the ship with the smoke. So now we're going to go ahead and tell him to search for ships.
Ship captured. Laser range valid. Come more right, man. Come more right.
We can turn down our VDI brightness just a little bit. Turn up the contrast.
Looks like there's dirt at 4 o'clock.
And we're going to go ahead and switch back down to our coordinates.
Come right, come right.
Right here it's indicating we need to come right 60 degrees. And we've got 26 seconds till release.
Come on, man, bring it right. 26 degrees. Okay, we're lined up good now.
Alright, so now we're lined up. We're just going to try
10 seconds.
I'm going to pay attention to my vertical velocity index, make sure I'm staying nice and low.
Mud, 12 o'clock. 5 seconds. Pickle now, pickle now.
Alright, we've dropped the GBU 24, and the Rio is lasing the target currently, so within about 33, 32, 31 seconds, we should be able to see the bomb hit the target. So we're just going to go ahead and start egressing to the north, about 90 degrees from where we just ingressed the target, so we can create a nice orbit path. So now we're orbiting the target. I just want to make sure that the right wing has a nice clear view of the target.
10 seconds TTI.
So we got 10 more seconds. We're keeping this turn nice and steady. Any minute now, the bomb should...
That's a hit! That's a hit!
There you go.
Terminate, terminate. Okay, area track selected. I'm captured.
Alright, so there you go. We've got... looks like in Alenia, something like that. Let me go ahead and set the camera up for this so you can see exactly what happens to the ship once it's bombed. There you go. That should do it.
Laser range is valid.
We're gonna wait till we get about... okay, so we're about 8 miles away. We're gonna start turning around. Yeah, we're gonna keep on turning until the nose of the aircraft is pointing our target, which will be indicated here by the R, just telling us to go to the right 20 degrees, 15, 10 degrees, and now we're almost lined up.
Right 3 degrees. 10 seconds. Right 1 degree. Heads up, nails 5 o'clock. 5 seconds to drop.
Yep.
Pickle that sucker.
Alright, drop the second GBU 24. So we're going to go ahead and establish an orbiting pattern. Our heading was about 225. So we're going to go about 90 degrees to the left of that.
Looks like I have mud. 4 o'clock.
And making sure that the target pod is locked on at all times. And we're looking good orbiting this target here. establish the solid orbit.
TTI 10 seconds.
10 seconds till impact. So let's check the camera.
Yes, impact.
Well,
Terminate.
so press F9 instead of F8.
Switching to area track. Switching to area track. Going to area track. Going to area track. Switching to area track. Going to area track. Switching to area track. Okay, area track selected. Switching to area track. Switching to area track. Going to area track. Okay, area track selected. Switching to area track. Switching to area track.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and slew the target to something that I want to hit. There we go. I'm going to finish off this larger ship here. And let's go ahead and fix this so that you can actually see what happens. There you go. Now we're going to go ahead and tell pilot, who's in the wheel position, to fly
Roger
to
that.
the steering point. So we'll be orbiting around here until he points the nose of the aircraft exactly where the targeting pilot is pointing. At which point I will drop the bomb, and then he will orbit the targeting point. Well, it looks like he's leveling out. I don't know why, so I'm going to go ahead and take
Come left. Come left.
that control.
We have a singer on the nose. And dirt 7 o'clock.
Alright, switch back up here. And we're going to try to get him to steer.
I'm on it.
To the destination point. Well, that's not working out. So,
Okay, area track selected. 30 left now.
we're gonna go ahead and have to do this manually. We'll have to attack a different ship, honestly. So we'll see what we can find. Because it doesn't seem like the Jester's gonna find that ship, even though it hasn't sunk yet. He just doesn't want to attack it since it's so low in health. I guess its damage is so much that it just
Going to area track.
is negligible, I guess. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and have him search for this other ship right here.
Captured the ship. Laser range invalid. Oh shit, we got mud. 1 o'clock.
So now we're gonna go ahead and set the camera up on that ship instead, which is gonna be this one right here. Alright, perfect. I'll make sure to press F11
Come right,
this
come
time.
right.
Don't worry. We'll get that premium view of the bomb drop. I'm gonna get at least 5 miles away, so 4.2 miles 4.5 miles. 5 miles away. Alright, now we can start slowly turning around here.
Come more right, man. Come more right. Ten seconds. Come right. Come right. Right. 40 degrees.
Alright, so now we're leveled out.
5 seconds to drop. Pickle now. Pickle now. Sparkle. Roger.
Alright, so we missed the pickle because I already dropped all of the GBU12s. So I went ahead and indicated to the jester that we're going to be dropping the GBU10s now. Should have done that earlier, but that's besides the point. We're going to go ahead and orbit back around.
Okay, we're masking, man. Adjust that orbit. 10 seconds to impact.
Remember in this F-14, I'll tell you, if anybody else
Blazing.
owns this, they know. This is one of the most full fidelity modules of PCS by far. Hands down, the most realistic, I've just got to say. Both in its performance, its physics, and the avionics systems.
Terminate. Out for hit assessment.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Alright, so we're 6.1 miles away. We're going to go ahead and start turning back around here. So gotta come left just a little bit.
Laser range is valid.
Keeping the center line.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Waiting for this horizontal beam.
5 seconds to drop.
2 horizontal brackets on each side of that vertical beam.
Pickle that sucker.
Alright, there we go. Now we've jumped to GBU10. We should be landing on this boat momentarily. About 30 seconds. We're establishing a nice orbiting pattern.
Time to impact 10 seconds. Firing my laser.
Alright, we've got the laser on. Here we go.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
And it's going down.
We're terminate.
And she's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Respect. The ship is sinking. Alright, so one more big hit. Let's see what we can do with our GBU-16.
Roger that.
I don't believe we have any more ships left. At least...
And that would be mud. 10 o'clock.
The Jester's going to want to target. There's one more right there, but I would need an actual player to target that. So we're going to try to see if we can get any SAMs. Just to keep the airspace clean. Alright, let's have him search for targets. Let's have him search for SAMs.
Sam's captured.
And he's captured a SAM. So now, we're going to go ahead and do the exact same tactic as we did on the ships. We're going to be egressing. We want to be 180 degrees from the target so we get the maximum amount of
Laser range is valid.
as soon as possible. We're now at 4.9 miles, 5 miles, and now we can start to make our turn around.
Okay, we gotta come right here.
I'm going to slow down on speed so we've got
Right, 50 degrees.
to adjust. Because if we go faster, then we will run out of time to adjust before the drop. Alright, so now we're lined up.
Come right, 1 degree.
We're right 1 degree.
Nice, we're centered. Okay, 10 seconds, 10 seconds.
We'll say drop once this...
5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Once it gets to 0, he'll tell us.
That's it, pickle.
And the pickle, which is the bomb pickle button. It also means that it is time to eat a pickle. So on an F-14, on bombing sorties, typically, you know, we bring a jar of pickles to make sure that we have enough to complete the sortie. So now we're gonna wait, make sure that this SAM gets mollywopped. So let me go ahead and
We've got nails, 9 o'clock. 10 seconds to impact. And oh shit, a mud spike. 3 o'clock. Laser on.
laser on. Okay, let's see how it does.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Terminate. Out for hit assessment, air to air, or stay air to ground if you want to rerun.
They're pretty afraid. They're about to drive into the water. Yep, there they go. Yep. They decided to drive into the water.
Switching to area track. Okay, area track selected. Going to area track. Going to area track. Okay, area track selected. Switching to area track. Going to area track. Okay, area track selected.
We're good. We know you're going to area track. Alright, so now we're out of ordnance. We literally have no more bombs, as you can see. Deploy them all. The only thing we got left is M47. So we're gonna go ahead and fly back to the ship. I'm gonna turn off our VDI. We don't really need it, but I guess we can keep it on for now. We're gonna turn on the radar. Make sure that if we got any spikes in front of us, see them really quick. And now we're going to head toward the triangle on our HSI that I mentioned before. We'll go full burner here to dump some fuel and get there a little bit quicker. We're going to keep our missile prep on and our master arm on until we get close to the ship. When we know we're safe, we can turn it off. So I have 80 miles to go. So it's going to be a little bit of a flight. You know what? How about we make it a scenic flight? We gain some altitude here. And when I get over to the coast, I'm going to descend. We'll fly by the cliffs or on the coast.
I've got some dirt, 12 o'clock. Here we go.
This is how fast I'm trying to get home. Pretty fast. Yeah, there are the cliffs we've been looking for. Just the small ones. Supposed to be where the cruise ships dock.
Heads up, Nails. 12 o'clock. Nails, 10 o'clock.
And now we're gonna head off to the ship. Burner. We're just climbing through the sky.
Okay, we got dirt at 2 o'clock.
Minimum landing is like 3,200 or something, so I got some fuel to burn. What's the maximum? I'm not sure. If anyone knows the maximum and minimums for, I'm sure the minimum is 0, but the maximum for landing, the fuel, weight on the F-14, if you let me know in the comments, that would be righteous.
Whoa, I got dirt at 1 o'clock.
About 20 miles away from the carrier, we should be able to see it pretty soon. There's the group right there, and there's the carrier. We'll start heading that direction. We switch to our radar in case I need to see any dingos. The bandits. Looks like we have a friendly tanker in front of us. Is it a tanker I can get fuel at? I'll get a little bit of fuel. Let's see what kind of...
There is a friendly Stratobladder, 12 o'clock, 7 miles.
Stratobladder, I'm assuming that's a gas can. Let's find out. If it's a KC-135, I'm not going to be able to refuel with it. At least I don't think I'll be able to. See what kind of tanker this is.
Marco 1-1, Dodge 5-1, request rejoin.
I probably need to be tuned to his frequency. That would make the most sense. Let me see what frequency it is. Marco. Oh, Arcos are KC-135s, so I will not be able to refuel with them. As you can see here, KC-135. There is a SB tanker 16,000 feet in this direction. I knew I said that I wasn't going to be using the F10 map anymore, but it was at least helpful to determine where the tankers are. This isn't quite part of the story. Just more so for the viewers. So let's go to Shell.
Shell 1-1, Dodge 5-1, request rejoin.
See if Shell responds. I didn't think so. So Shell's frequency is 238. So we're going to switch to 238. Here we go, 238. Go ahead and communicate with them, see if they respond.
Shell 1-1, Dodge 5-1, request rejoin. Dodge 5-1,
there you go.
Shell 1-1, proceed to pre-contact at 16,000 at 300.
Alright, that's what I'll do. Yeah, I need a little bit of fuel. I'm kind of low right about now.
I've got some dirt on the nose.
Swooping the wings back to about 50. Just makes it ideal for refueling. And just trimming it out makes everything so much easier. So if anyone has any trouble refueling in the F-14, definitely use some trim. It will make your life so much easier.
Ready, pre-contact. Clear contact.
Alright, perfect. We're gonna pop and poke this thing. I believe we can do it. Let's find out. There's the pop.
Little left.
There's the poke.
A piece of cake, man. You got this. Oh, that was so close. Trust in the Force,
Pretty
Luke.
sloppy contact.
Trust in the Force, Luke. She is thirsty.
I bounced off the basket, but it's still 2 points. It's no swish, but it's alright. We're just gonna gas up for a little bit. Matter of fact, I wasn't happy with that one. Let me try this one more time.
Fuel 4,500.
Return pre-contact.
There we go.
Whoops. You almost had it. You got this. You got this. Trust in the Force, Luke. I felt turbulence, I swear.
There you go. There you go.
You're taking fuel.
That one was a little bit better.
We're connected.
Whoa. There we go. We gotta stay close to this thing.
Fuel 6,000.
We got 6,000 pounds? Alright, I think that's good enough. We're gonna go ahead. Whoa, this thing's following me. We're gonna abort the rejoin here.
This basket just doesn't like us today.
We can drag that thing back in. And we're gonna head back to the boat. Which is right over there. Not too far away at all.
Whoa, I got dirt at 2 o'clock.
On our wing sweep. It'll pull 10 G's somehow during this sortie. I'll let you all determine when that happened. Alright, so we're close enough to the aircraft carrier to turn off our master arm. The sidewinder cooling and the missile prep, so now if we accidentally squeeze the trigger, nothing's gonna happen. I'm gonna turn off my VDI. Switch the HSD to the compass. Turn down my heads-up display just a little bit. I'm gonna try to request a landing here.
Marshall 420, marking map street 5.44, Angels 3, state 5.8.
420, Mother's weather is visibility 10 plus mile. Scattered clouds at above 10,000, altimeter is 290. Case 1 recovery, expected BRC 254.
254 BRC.
420, see you at 10.
It's a pretty terrible approach, but we're gonna go
State
for it.
5.7.
420. Tower, roger. BRC 254. Signal is Charlie.
420.
The gear coming down, boat coming down, flaps down. The DLC on. Alright. Got the flaps coming up. The rest
Looks like an okay fair one wire.
Canopy open, wings coming back. And we're gonna taxi off. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned something new. And as always, follow and subscribe for more. I'll see you next time.